Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of Recast. Today I'm here with Lunar.
What's going on, everybody? How are we doing?
Today we are talking about the new ReMind trailer. It was so cool.
Oh, dude. Oh, there's so much in it. Like,
And it's only like
I
2
made a
minutes
video.
long.
I made a video going over what I thought we were gonna see in here, and I was wrong because I
Really?
didn't think they were gonna show this much, but they did. So it's like, wow.
Yeah,
Oof.
was that like the final trailer? What we'll see in it? Video that you did?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you have you thought Yozora would be in it, right?
Actually, you know what? Before we dive into it, let's see if I could find that script because it's probably still on my desktop. And I want to see. I want to see how right I was.
Because you
Okay, where is it?
I thought on the thumbnail you had Yozora on it. Is that not true?
Yeah. I think I did. Because
Okay.
I was pretty positive we were going to see him.
Mhm.
So, sorry, I'm not trying to hold it up right now.
No, you're fine.
next. Yeah, the next. Where the wait? What? Why is it not opening it? Ah! I don't even know what it. Oh, it's probably in this folder. Because I don't know if people know this, but I'm the most unorganized content creator in all of YouTube. I have a giant folder called Stuff that I throw all of my YouTube stuff into.
Really?
It's so disorganized. It's not even funny. It's just it's bad. I gotta really, I gotta get on that.
I organize all of my scripts into one folder, all of my videos, all of my renders, everything into separate stuff, so I can just.
I have to sit down one day
Uh-huh.
and just do that because that sounds so much better.
Yeah, it's nice, but I can totally like if I
Here.
didn't do it at this point, like I would like have given up.
Okay,
Because
so
at this point, there's
here's
so much stuff.
here's what I guess because I found it. So the first thing I said was Young Master Zeno and the Master Masters, just because I thought that was the most consistent thing in both trailers. We didn't get that, so.
Oh
whatever.
yeah, true.
Explorable Scala, I got that.
Hey, yeah, nice.
Demix, I got that right. Number 4, Yozora and Sora interacting. I can't believe I got that right. I actually did guess that. Wow.
That's cool.
And then the 5th one is the release date and the price. We didn't get the price, but we got the release date.
Yeah, we did get the release date.
So wow, I was
close.
What the heck? This what I thought the safest thing is the only thing we didn't see. That's insane. Wow.
That's funny.
Go me. I don't have insider information, guys. Don't worry.
So anyways, we'll jump into our first topic, which is our first impressions. Do you want to go first, Lunar? Talk about what you were doing, what happened.
Sure. So initially I was just like, oh, it's another ReMind trailer, because like I'm not gonna lie, the ReMind trailers that we've gotten the past 2 haven't been like incredibly overwhelming. Like they've had some really good stuff and I've liked them, but nothing has really like stuck out to me being like, holy crap, like this is too much.
Yeah, well,
I got that feeling with this, but not in the same way as like the final battle trailer. Like I feel like they showed us a lot of stuff that's really crazy and cool, but it didn't really spoil anything, which is the difference.
Well, I can't remember back to
my favorite
with like I feel like with the final battle trailer, it was like we didn't know it was showing too much until we played it, kind of. So I hope that's not the case with this one, but we'll see.
Right. No, I agree. But yeah, so like I said, everything that they showed, it was like big, but I don't really. It's hard that there's like no real context. Like I'm scrolling through the trailer right now. There's a lot of like ominous things where like, you know, the scene with Sora and Kairi in the final world. Like I don't understand how they got there, what the context is, whatever. I just know that they're there. Like Final Fantasy characters, I don't know what their purpose is really. I don't know much context. I just know that they're there.
I have a theory on that.
What are some other things?
But
yeah, I already have a ton of theories, so we'll talk about that later. But like Explorable Scala, we don't really know what the criteria or like what we're gonna be doing is going to be there. Riku and Aqua talking, we don't know about that. And then of course, and we'll talk about it later, my favorite scene, Sora and Yozora. We don't know what the context of that is at all either. We know nothing about Yozora. We don't know what he's about. And I feel like they just did a really good job of like wowing us and blowing our minds, but at the same time not giving away a lot of stuff. So this is hands down my favorite Kingdom Hearts trailer, or just trailer of any game in general.
It was so good. Like as soon as I finished it, I had goosebumps. It was that ending scene was just perfect.
It was too much, but we'll talk about that later, because like I'll gush over that for like 45 minutes.
Right. So I was at my computer. I think I had just finished Oh my god, did you hear that? There's like some kid outside my window. I just finished like editing something or like finishing up a homework assignment, and I was like, oh, like before I go like sit down and like have dinner with my wife, let me like just check Twitter real quick. I checked Twitter and there's just like loads of comments about like, oh my god, they released a trailer. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? Hello? So I was just like shocked, dude. And then I started watching it, and then like that first scene where they show the Final Fantasy characters, I was like, oh my god. Like,
because to me it seemed strange, especially with like the Final Fantasy VII remake coming out, that there was no Final Fantasy representation in this game at all.
Yeah.
Like, I just thought that was strange. So yeah, I literally was not expecting
that's true.
it. I was not expecting it.
I wonder if there's gonna be some kind of I wonder if there's gonna be some kind of marketing for Final Fantasy VII. That would be like so smart of them.
I mean, if they're one thing though, but since they brought back like the restoration committee and stuff, dude, if there's no Sephiroth battle, that's gonna be a really big missed opportunity.
They have to have a like, Sephiroth battle.
They have to, right?
Do you think
they have to?
So I had this whole. Well, I'll hold off on it because you know what? It'll probably actually release before I put this one out. So I had this theory that like all of the scenes we saw with Riku, I think we're gonna have like a Riku episode. So we're gonna.
I think the exact same thing.
Right? Like we're gonna be able to have Final Fantasy characters like as party members, hopefully. Like be able to explore Radiant Garden, maybe fight Sephiroth.
That's what I think the secret episode is gonna be.
Okay.
Because I feel like the secret episode is usually what the continuation of the game is. So this seems like the scenes with Riku seem to be the ones where he's trying to figure out how to go rescue Sora. You know what I mean? So I feel like, you know how like in Birth by Sleep, we play as Aqua, and then like we play the events like after the main story. I feel like this is gonna be sort of like that, where it's like Riku's story, and I'm hyped because Riku's my favorite character, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
Yeah, because I think we'll see Sora and how he got to Shibuya, and like now that we see Yozora with him, like it makes sense why he's there. And then like Riku's gonna use the power of waking to follow his connections to Sora and Shibuya. But like, I just like I don't even know what to think, because that last line in the like right before the whatever the Kingdom Hearts 1 thing. Yeah. Well, I'll wait.
No, wait. Which scene were you talking about? Because I want to see if the Sora one for last. The Chira.
So when he's like, if you keep going down this path, like you're gonna lose your powers and not be able to get back. So if that is where Sora is in the final world. Or not the final world. If that's how like he ends up in Shibuya without his powers, like maybe he's looking at his hand because he can't call his Keyblade forward. But if Riku follows him and also loses his power, like what do they do?
They're stuck. They're stuck. That's it. But I think the difference is like they're basically alluding to the fact that like Sora can't use the power of waking to like chase hearts or and that's clearly what he's doing, but Riku's not doing that. He's doing it the way he's supposed to.
No, are you sure though? Because Riku,
I think so.
So Sora goes after Kairi using the power of waking, and then Riku goes after Sora using the power of waking. There's not a difference, right?
I don't know if that's what he's going to be specifically doing though. I feel like he's probably going to try to think of a smarter way to locate Sora than just following his heart. You know what I mean?
Maybe that's why they go to the Dark Realm.
That's what I'm saying. It seems like Riku and Aqua are going to the Dark Realm to find a way to find Sora. So they're traversing worlds to find hearts, not hurts. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's good. That's good. I like that. I just so excited for this.
That's oh my god. What? Yeah, fine. Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
But no, I think that again, what I was saying is like, because Sora's just trying to find Kairi's heart, and it seems like Riku is doing it the way where he's trying to like find Sora, but he's not necessarily chasing after his heart. He's just trying to find him, you know. So I think he's properly using the power of waking. That's why I feel like Aqua's also with him, because doesn't she technically have the power of waking since she mastered too? Or
yeah, I would think so.
Is that even really talked about?
What does she do for? Well, I guess it's not with Castle Oblivion, but I feel like Ventus knew about the power of waking, so I feel like Aqua would know, I would assume.
Yeah, she has to, right?
I think so.
She has to. I don't know. But again, I just feel like the secret episode is definitely going to be like Riku's story, trying to find Sora.
Yeah.
Well, it could also be like a coinciding thing where like it's kind of like Dream Drop Distance where you trade off between the two stories, because that could work too.
That could, yeah.
It seems like Sora has a lot too, but
it could, yeah, just be like ReMind, and after you get to a certain point with Sora, you'll go over to Riku.
Yeah.
That could work.
It's kind of hard to tell what is really what, you know, in terms of like what segments are like which segments.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking like, why are you going to like hire all these voice actors for Final Fantasy characters if like Riku's only going to talk to them one time in a cutscene? Like that, that makes no sense.
Right.
So I feel like there'll be some kind of arc there.
Yeah, because like I said, I feel like a lot of people did miss this, but every single scene that seems to be picking up after the point where Sora like goes missing is all Riku. It's literally all Riku.
Is it?
So
you mean like?
I think so.
Okay, gotcha. When he's like getting all the people to come to the beach. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like he's sort of trying to like, I don't know, but there's a lot of scenes in here though where I'm like genuinely like confused.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
they released
for example,
description, but I feel like kind of weird. Like I read it and like it's like when I read the description, it makes sense of like what's all going on, but it kind of felt like not scummy, but I was like, I wasn't supposed to read this yet.
Yeah, I know. So we have like basically like the prep, and I think I definitely did talk about this, at least with you. I think I talked about it in a video where like I guessed that that's what the premise is, and it looks like I was right, or whoever I was talking about, like we were right. Where it's like basically the premise of ReMind is Sora trying to go back and save Kairi.
Yeah.
And he's basically gonna have to redo all the events in the past to ensure that everybody stays alive and everyone keeps their heart. While in doing so, he's trying to also save Kairi and change her fate. And something that I find really, and something that's very interesting to me is that, remember when Sora beats Master Xehanort and he says like something along the lines of a true leader or a true master or someone knows that like destiny and like everything is out of his control, and he accepts that, whereas Sora's doing the exact opposite of what he told Xehanort. He's going back and he's changing Kairi's fate and her destiny. So like that's just, it's cool.
He's not a master yet. He can do
whatever he wants. That is true. Yeah. Oh man, I don't know.
Cool. Let's go on to the next topic. What was your favorite scene out of like all the different parts? Favorite scene?
Dude, I know we're gonna talk about it in like the next segment, but that scene with Sora and Yozora, just, oh my god,
so good.
It was perfect. Like and the one thing I noticed about it though is that's entirely CG.
Was it CGI?
If you look at it, yeah, it's all CG. It has to be, because look at Sora and like the detail on him and his facial expressions, like that has to be CG. That's not in like an in-game.
Oh, you don't think so? Oh, I thought it was.
No, I think it's completely. If you go to the part where like he's listening, and it zooms in on him, he looks way too detailed.
I'll have to go back and look at that.
Has to be like a CG. Yeah, because I have the trailer open, and that has to be CG. Because he does not look the same in like the other scenes. But it could just be like the lighting, and it just makes him look super good.
Yeah, I like. It's so, I don't know why the final world changed, or if like maybe as you go deeper, like the farther you go it gets darker. I have no idea, but like, yeah, that aesthetic just like so cool.
Yeah, and it's so strange though, because Sora, obviously Sora means sky, Yozora means night sky, and it's nighttime in the final world, and is literally about to walk up and talk to like Yozora or interact with them. And that is just, to me, that's amazing. And the fact that they recite literally the first line in the entire series together is so cool. Like that's when I think I put this in the chat too, that Yozora is going to, and I'm calling it right now, he's going to be the most important character in the Kingdom Hearts series.
Like he is.
He's going to be such a pivotal, big character, and I'm so excited.
It'd be cool to like jump off into this next series with a new character. Like we're gonna have Sora and Riku, but there's this like third character that kind of opens up, especially like that's fine, we can talk about it. Like why do they both have that same thought going through their head? Like why are they both appearing at the same time? Why are they both like in the final world in this exact moment going after someone they lost. Like
they're both, and they both like their names both mean sky.
Yeah.
Like this is all done.
This is all destiny.
Specifically for everything. Yeah, it is. So like it's dude, it's crazy. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Like how are you doing this right now? Like how could you call back to the first line of the entire series and do that? Like that's insane.
Yeah, I cannot wait to see how they like circle back to Kingdom Hearts. Like the first one.
The reason why I love this scene so much is not only because it looks beautiful, we see Yozora and like we figure out that there's a connection, but it's the fact that they recite that line just blew me away that they actually made that. Like he did that. He did that. Nomura he did that. It's like, bro, like stop. And I'm actually like, now that I heard them say that, like that they were reciting that together, like they're connected, it makes me sort of care more about Yozora now than I do about the Master of Masters in the box. I almost don't even care about that anymore. I care about Yozora.
Yeah.
And I want to learn why he started off as a video game character in Toy Box. And now he's like apparently to me, he's like this giant, like big important person who's connected to Sora and looks like Riku. It's like, what is this?
Oh man.
Oh, go ahead. No, I was gonna say, like, I was gonna start theorizing about Yozora, but we could talk about that, like, when we actually try to speculate on him. But that was my favorite scene, like, hands down.
Yeah, for me, I think, I don't know, it's a toss-up between Kairi, like, seeing Kairi fight, and Scala. Like, both of those were just, like, everything I wanted. So, like, it was so cool to see, like, her combat is so fast and snappy, and, like, I just,
she looks powerful,
right?
Like, dude, I gotta stop memeing on her because I don't know if you know this, but like I don't actually hate Kairi. I just kind of like go along with it because like everybody hates Kairi and it's like kind of funny. Like I don't actually hate her. I hate Xion, but no, but Kairi, like I am very excited that we get to play as Kairi. I'm pumped, but it also seems like we get to play as all of them. No, or is it just Kairi, Riku, and Aqua? It's all of them. Right?
It looks like there's some kind of team attack or fight sequence where we're gonna like jump off to each character. I don't know how much you've looked at the trailer. So you only have two options. You have attack and aerial dodge during the single fight sections, and then I guess at a certain point, like you'll probably attack and then dodge the attack and then build up a situation meter to like use their finisher move, and then it'll probably pop over to another character.
And I was gonna say, I feel like it's sort of like you do damage with a character and then you use the limit or the situation command and then you move to the next character. That's what I'm assuming it is, at least.
Yeah, well, actually, now that I think about it, the health bar doesn't go down, or like it goes down very like between all the scenes, like it's like literally like the same health bar throughout all of it.
Well, so maybe when you use what I think Roxas is Miracle Hour.
Yeah, it is.
And he takes a big chunk
that one
of
does
that bar
a
off.
bunch of damage for that one, but everything else, like,
it takes out like
the limits and the attacks do like really small damage, so it doesn't look like the HP bar like switched, because sometimes they'll switch scenes really quick and you can like tell because the HP gauge shifts, but it looks like pretty fluid through all of it, which is interesting.
And it's also nice because you also don't have like a HUD either, so I guess you're technically not really playing as like one specific character.
Well, see, it's so odd because like you have a dodge command and a reflect command, so like when it zooms
I just
out,
got to that too.
It like has reflect. So like, what's the point of dodging these attacks if you don't have a HP bar?
Right.
Or like,
I mean, maybe they just don't want to give it away.
Right. Well, then that's the thing, is because previously in the last trailer we had the Keyblade Graveyard command menu on the data battles. But now in the new scenes, it's like the data. I don't know if you've seen the command menu, but it's data. So like they're able to like play around with all this stuff to like make sure we don't see it.
Well, that's with Sora's segments, right?
Yep.
Because in this segment with like Riku and everyone doing the team attack, like that's in the Keyblade Graveyard.
Yep. Yeah, it is. I was saying like in the last ReMind trailer, we saw Sora in the data battle area.
Oh, that. Okay.
But I'm like almost positive he had you know what, he was in dark form, so I guess that's why we didn't see stuff.
But like I'm trying to think. Okay, hold on. So I'm trying to count how many people are here. There are all seven of them, right?
All 7.
Oh, so then so let's just say you play as
Ground Shaker, Earthbreaker. What is it? He has his like he doesn't have his Ends of the Earth Keyblade for some reason.
It's his default,
which is so weird.
Doesn't Lingering Will have the other one or no?
Yeah, so Lingering Will has Ends of the Earth in the Keyblade Graveyard cutscene from Kingdom Hearts 3, but in all the ReMind trailers, he's had Ends of the Earth.
Oh, okay.
Or no, not Ends of the Earth, Earthshaker, whatever it's called.
Earthshaker, yeah.
So weird.
Okay, so then, so what I could see from this then is that we've got Lee, Roxas, Ventus, Aqua, Mickey, Terra, and Riku, right?
Yeah.
So then you play as Riku, and then you have the 6 other party members. Couldn't that work?
It could.
Because because I feel like there's a reason why they're not showing the HUD, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I could have like all of the. Maybe you'll have like a shared gauge.
Yeah, probably.
Just like the other, just like the Seekers do. Maybe that would work actually.
Oh, that'd be really cool actually. Yeah, if you all have 1 HP bar.
Yeah,
and stuff,
and it would just have like
that's probably what it's gonna be.
A symbol like the Guardians of Light or something.
But also one more thing that I think you pointed out, like in the original one where you fight them in Scala, you said like the Keyblade or like the no name, like the eye does glow red, right? Like it's not just in that one scene with Kairi.
No. What I was saying was through that whole scene with Kairi, there's a red gazing eye.
The entire time.
Not in. Not in the.
I thought you meant just in the past.
No.
See, that's where I started getting a tinfoil hat theory that like the Master of Masters has like something to do with Yozora too.
Oh yeah, that's right. You know what? Let's switch over to. We keep going towards Yozora. Let's just go to the last.
Oh my
topic.
God, you're right.
So you're saying
right. Okay, we'll talk about that later.
I switched topics. So yeah, there's a blue gazing eye, and then there's a red gazing eye, for some reason.
And it's specifically in that moment where Kairi and Sora are fighting together, which we can assume. Like, do you think that's the final world? Or no,
that's
because
the Keyblade Graveyard.
Graveyard. Yeah.
I don't even know. I think
because
this has to be like after.
With the keys, right?
Yeah, right. And I tried to count them, and I think I only came up with 12. So like, for some reason, the clash didn't happen, and so like either the Keyblades are deconstructing or something's falling apart. So I wonder if that's why they all turn red. Because like
maybe
Destiny
they can,
was changed.
because like what I was thinking, if that is the case and there are 12, like because Master Xehanorts doesn't count.
It does. No,
what if
I
it's
counted
like
that one. Counting that one, there's 12.
I thought his Keyblade didn't count. Because when he says he's got the 13 keys, he has 12 behind him, and then he says one more. So including his, he had 13, but he had 12 behind him. So I don't think his key counts. Because I think I literally just watched that scene over to like double check that before I started talking. Or before while I was working on that other Kingdom Hearts video. And I think that his key doesn't count as one of the keys.
Oh, I gotta pull it up now. Hopefully it doesn't.
Because I think in that one sequence, like in Kingdom Hearts 3, like when he summons Kingdom Hearts, he kills Kairi. And she becomes the 13th key behind him.
Okay.
I'm almost positive that that's how it was.
Forming. Let me see.
Because he says just one more. And he has 12 keys behind him, so his doesn't count. I could be completely wrong, but I'm almost positive that is.
No, I don't know. Summoning Kingdom Hearts, that's good. Yep. Sorry, guys.
So while you're looking at that, like one thing that I could potentially bring up is what if every time, because you said it's like the keys could be disassembling, what if that creates like the data battles or something, like you do this and then Sora has to fight them all over again, like something like that. Like I don't know, like if Kairi is freed from that because she's obviously was one of the keys, something like that could work too. Like I don't know.
Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Right, there is 12 there.
Yeah, so his key doesn't count.
Why? That's
which is strange.
So weird. Why are these all no names? I never understood that.
I don't either. But yeah, so I think that could be a potential thing too, where like you free the darknesses, but then you have to like beat them again or something. Like I don't know what the heck it is, because they do have to technically be defeated again. Sora's sort of like, because I mean, again, from that description, Sora's kind of like going back in time and making sure everybody like makes it out.
If they're data battles, they're it's like the Garden Assemblage in Kingdom Hearts 2 where it was like training data.
Yeah,
but
so I don't know,
because then we can refight them every time.
Because I think the difference is like you can see like when Sora's using dark form and like those data battles or whatever, like the floor is like we've always seen it, like where it's like white, but then in this scene it's completely black.
Against Ansem?
Yeah, like I think it's Ansem and Xemnas' fights. You see like the floor is like it was in the second trailer when it showed off Vanitas and Zigbar.
Mm-hmm.
But then with this fight against Master Xehanort, where it's presumably
I just assumed that was another
graveyard. It's like
the
it's
Magic
like darker.
Circle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it's isn't it like the same design or no?
No, I think it's a different design from the.
Oh, it is. Okay, never mind.
From the other Magic Circle. I don't know if it's the same as the Data Battle. I wouldn't think so, but I didn't look into that actually.
I'm trying to see if there's like a top-down view of it in this trailer, and like yeah, no, I think it's different actually.
So Yozora, what that end scene was crazy.
Like I just said, dude, that was like hands down my favorite scene. Like I haven't even played the DLC yet, and like this is still, again, even though it's just in a trailer, it's like my favorite scene in the Kingdom Hearts series. Like,
right? Yeah, like
hands down.
So mysterious, and like you can see like the moon starting to shine right at the end. So like,
yeah,
and Sora knows who he is. So I'm like so interested to see what that interaction does.
Hold on, you're right. Is that Kingdom Hearts? It's not gonna be Kingdom Hearts. No, it's just like a moon.
No, I don't think it is. But yeah. So I don't think Yozora knows about Sora, but Sora knows about Yozora. So that'll be like interesting to see how that works.
Well, because I know that like a lot of people thought that the star was Strelitzia.
Mm-hmm.
And Nomura said it was a character that we know, but now it's making people rethink. Like, yeah, it's probably that like knockoff Luna Freya that he interacts with.
Well, I want to know what the I keep meaning to go back and like look at that cutscene, because doesn't she say something about like, I thought she alludes to the player character from Union Cross.
From what I can remember with that conversation is that she lost somebody and now he's bearing the heart of another. She says something like that, right?
I literally have seen it once on a YouTube video because I didn't see it in my playthrough.
I don't think she mentions the player. Like, she's basically saying like she lost someone close to her and now he's bearing the heart of another. So that's why people thought it was Strelitzia talking about Laurium.
Mm.
And that's where I got this idea where like, well, I don't know, I'm not even gonna go into that because I have to make a video about that. But it's basically like how Laurium was probably the first one to inherit the no name. Like, he was Luciu's first apprentice.
Mm.
So that could kind of tie into like how he's bearing the heart of another, where like he might have like succumbed and gotten like, I don't know, something. It can go in a million different directions because like we don't really know if the no name actually like changes the influence of like someone, or like I don't know. I don't know if it's the Keyblade
or whatever. That one scene right at the beginning, Kingdom Hearts 3, in the opening, where young Xehanort with his eyes gray looks to the sky and there's this orb of darkness that shines right in his eye, and then you see Sora looking up at the sky right at the end, and an orb of light is glowing in his eye. So it's like, I don't know if the no name is what like changes them. I think it's this darkness, which is that the darkness that's in Union Cross, or is that just like, I
don't know.
Dude,
all I'm saying it's the same darkness that Xehanort uses to summon Kingdom Hearts in Birth by Sleep and in Kingdom Hearts 3. He uses the same type of darkness. It's the exact same darkness that
the beam?
Like sees in his eye.
Wait, go back. Say that again.
Like, you know how like Master Xehanort like uses darkness to summon Kingdom Hearts? Like, he has it like glowing in his hands and then he shoots it up into the sky and Kingdom Hearts appears. It's like the same darkness it's like that same purpley orb that he sees in the scene that you're referring to, where like he looks up at the sky and he sees like the darkness.
And
so
that's in Birth by Sleep.
Yeah, he does the same thing. Like when Terra, Ventus, and Aqua like show up and it's like them versus Xehanort and Vanitas. Like before he summons Kingdom Hearts, he uses the darkness and summons it. Which is kind of crazy because it's like darkness is what's been summoning Kingdom Hearts. So I don't know. It's strange. I'm going into detail because I'm going to start I talk about that in my Kingdom Hearts video.
Yeah, that's right. I can't wait to see that.
Dude, it's just with this now, like I need to take the week off of work and just like get it done. I'm not going to do that though.
Yeah, so you were talking, we started to talk a little bit about it and we got sidetracked, but what do you think the connection between the Gazing Eye and Yozora is? Well,
I'm starting to think that the reason, so it can go in a million different directions, but I think it's too specific that the no name has a blue eye and Yozora has a blue eye And then in that fight scene, we see the eyes glowing red, and Yozora's other eye is red.
Mm.
So I initially thought that he was going to be some sort of like Joshua figure where like he's sort of like communicating between like Sora and Riku in Shibuya, because Sora's like lighting and everything is like all red and like brightly lit, and then Riku's is like blue and like more cooler colors.
Yeah.
So I thought he was going to be sort of like how Joshua was in DDD, how he was going to be able to like communicate with like both of them.
Yeah.
So, but now it seems like that connection is like way bigger than I initially thought it was going to be. Like Yozora is like, I don't know what it is. I think it's going to be some new form of like a nobody or like something like that. Like we might get like some new sort of like being, like when the connection between two people is like really great, then like you get Yozora like between Riku and like Zora. I don't know. Because we know that, who was it? Who was the one where it's like, I don't know. I might be making that up. Never mind. Let's move on. but I think again with the eyes of the No Name glowing two different colors, and since we know the No Name comes from the Master of Masters, I feel like the Master of Masters and Yozora being in Shibuya in the secret ending, it's like
there's like some connection there.
I'm smelling something, dude. I am.
Do you think do you think Yozora will be a party member, or do you think he's gonna be a boss fight?
I think he's gonna be like a secret boss fight.
You do.
Like I feel like Sora's gonna like, cause you know Sora's like running up and he's like sort of like, oh my god, like look at this guy. Like Yozora looks like he's about to pop off and just like beat the crap out of Sora, like he does.
Yeah.
He walks up like he does, and like, you know, like it looks like a boss fight.
Okay.
And I feel like that's gonna be the secret boss fight of the secret episode. Is like Sora's just gonna. I think this is like literally one of the final moments in the
right.
DLC.
I was just thinking that like maybe this is like the last scene that we see, and they both like end up knocking each other out and they fall down into Shibuya.
That would be what I think. Yes.
The
one
awesome.
thing though is that I'm a little confused about is it seems like Yozora and Riku are together in the secret episode, whereas the Master of Masters and Sora are together in the secret episode. So I would think that if Yozora was clearly with Sora in the secret ending, then that would make a lot more sense. But I don't know. We don't even know if Yozora's good. We don't even know if he's bad. We don't know anything about him.
Like, it's so weird to have this. I don't think we've had, except for the, like, quote right at the end. Have we heard him, like, talk at all before that?
No. And I was just going to point that out, that we actually get to hear him talk.
Yeah,
which is incredible.
Right? Is
I
that
thought
a
it was
voice actor?
Riku talking at first. I thought it was Riku.
I had no idea who it was.
I'll play it back again. Hold on.
But is that a voice actor we've heard before?
Hold on, let me hear it. No, that's definitely not anybody we've heard in the Kingdom Hearts series.
Okay.
Hold on, one more time.
Not even like the Master of Masters?
No. I wish there was a Japanese trailer, because then we'd be able to compare those voice actors. But what is this? Hold on. Let me hear it one more time.
Wasn't it weird that Kairi had Japanese?
She did?
Yeah, yeah, go back and listen to it. It sounds like her Japanese voice actor.
Oh, is it like her battle quotes?
Yeah.
All right, let me go back to that.
I think maybe not. Maybe that's just her battle quotes.
We've also never really like heard her fight before, so
yeah, right.
Not to meme on it, but I don't think we have like heard her fight yet. So
we could do for a second in the Syx fight.
But, like when she goes up into the air and flips around.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah. It sounds like her Japanese voice actor. That's strange. I mean, maybe they were just trying, and it's weird because like everything's in English. Or maybe just her battle quotes are like weird. I don't know. But is that her shot lock?
Yep. You can see her focus gauge go down.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
If you pause it at the very first frame, if you look at the command menu, it says like something princess.
Oh, yeah. I saw you put that in the Discord.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. But no, wow. Like, but again, back to like Yozora and everything, dude. Like, he's gonna be so important. Like, he really is. Like, I'm literally more intrigued about him than I am about the Masters in the box. That can wait until Kingdom Hearts 4 for all I care. Yeah. I need to know about Yozora in this DLC. I need to know about him.
Well, I wonder if it's like, because I've had this like crazy like abstract idea about Kingdom Hearts where like there's all these different like roles and characters, but they all like are guided by destiny. So every single time, like everyone's doing the exact same thing and ending up with the exact same ending. And so like to see like someone from another universe maybe like going through maybe all of the same things and ending up at the exact same place as Sora, it's like Are all these universes just like guided by destiny? And like, what is the end goal of that?
And again, like one thing that I do want to point out is I showed you that thing like on Yozora's like jacket, he has like a heart with like 2 keyblades crossed on it, right?
Is it a heart? I thought it was a skull.
Maybe it's a skull, but either way, there's 2 keyblades crossing. On it. So he doesn't use a keyblade. He uses like some sort of like plasma sword thingy.
He has a crossbow and a sword.
Yeah. So like those are his weapons. Like then why does he have the keyblade brand on him if he's not like a keyblade wielder?
Yeah.
That's something else that's just, it's so weird.
Yeah. Hopefully they explain more of that. I wonder if we'll see more of like Yozora's backstory, or if that'll be like a spin-off game between the series.
Yeah. I mean, if Yozora got his game, oh my God, I would love that. 'Cause I feel like Yozora is going to be one of my favorite characters after this. Like, he seems just...
Oh, go ahead.
No, he just seems like so like I said, we know more about the Master of Masters at this point than we do about this guy. We do.
Yeah.
And like that is saying a lot because we don't know anything about the Master of Masters. We know nothing about Yozora.
I wonder if this was like to gauge interest, and like I feel like people really like this character, and so I wonder if they're gonna like branch off and do like a side game with this character.
I genuinely feel like we will get a Yozora game. Something in my gut is telling me we will get a Yozora game, or he's gonna be like a huge part of like one of the next games, like the one that bridges between like obviously Kingdom Hearts 3 and Kingdom Hearts 4, because Nomura said there's gonna be like at least one more. He didn't say one more. He said like there should probably be one more between like this and like quote unquote Kingdom Hearts 4. So, oh God, but I always thought that would be like a Union Cross game. So this is like crazy. His significance level just like skyrocketed because of this like 5-second clip.
Yeah.
But it also makes you wonder, like, how did he get here? You know, like, what is he doing here?
Oh, it says like, if he's there, does that mean he can use the power of waking?
That's what I was about to imply.
Which would make so he can use a keyblade.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why it's like, well, why is he using those weapons in his video game? And
what if those?
All of a sudden he has a keyblade.
He's playing by the rules of that world, but those are actually just form changes. What if that's a form change of his keyblade, and like to keep the world order, they're all like, nah.
That could be cool. But hey, man, all I'm saying is that if we roll up, and this is a boss fight, and we roll up and he summons a no name, I'm done. I'm done. I'm literally done, dude. If he summons no name, I'm done. Peace. I'm done. I'm deleting my channel. I'm deleting my Twitch. Done.
The weapon that he holds and see if the like color palette or aesthetic lines up with no name. That would be crazy. Yeah. Especially because it's all red. It's all like red energy. So like he summons the no name. He summons the no name into the red eye. That would be sick.
Trailer. Hold on. I want to see this. Okay, so he's got red. Right? He's got red with the sword. Okay, he's running through. Got knockoff Luna Freya. We got knock off Gladio and Ignis and all the boys. He's got a red sword. All right, red.
He doesn't shoot.
I want to see because.
Is that what you're wondering? If he shoots a blue bolt of energy?
I'm trying to see if he does anything with like the color blue. God, dude, that's nuts. Stop it.
I wonder though if he has the red aesthetic, if there's like another character that he's bonded with that has a blue aesthetic. To like kind of match up. Well, I guess he has red and blue eyes.
Oh,
so that makes sense.
She has blue eyes.
Does she?
Yes. Or maybe they're purple. Hold on. Purple, red and blue, purple. Oh my God. There's too much.
Oh man, I'm totally working on like because I've been wanting to do that Verum Rex cutscene breakdown for a while, and so like with this ReMind trailer, I totally should do a breakdown on that. Like
that
this
would be
week.
Amazing. No, because she does. She has purple eyes. The knockoff Luna Freya. That's just what I'm calling her because she clearly doesn't like have a name yet.
Yeah.
But like, what? Like, I'm trying to think. Like, is there anything where? Jeez, because we know that like they clearly don't use keyblades. They're using like weapons too. They're using like giant swords and stuff, right? Like as party members.
Could be form changes.
Could be
anything. Like I feel like at this point anything could be a form change.
Yeah. Okay, because let me see like the promo thing. because he's just got like his blade sitting there.
Mm.
It really doesn't look like it's gonna like give much of anything away, honestly.
Gotcha.
I don't know, man. That's crazy. Like, is the... Let me look at something. Hold on.
What are you looking up?
I'm trying to, dude. I'm literally trying so hard to find like a connection between these people. I was thinking like it's a stretch, but like Sora uses swords in ultimate form. Like I don't know. No, I'm picking at nothing right now. I really am.
Oh man, that's probably a good place to end it. Thank you guys so much. Hope you enjoyed. What are your thoughts on the new ReMind trailer? If you did watch it, I hope you did, because if you watched all of this, I'm sorry. You should probably go watch it. But go check out Lunar. I'll have a link to his YouTube channel in the description and in the comments. Do you have any closing statements?
Thank you for checking in, guys. I hope you liked listening to some of my mindless tinfoil hat theories. But I hope you guys are excited for ReMind. I honestly, and again, I want to preface this by saying I was always excited for ReMind, but my expectations for this DLC just like went through the roof.
They skyrocketed after this.
They did, like seriously, like, and this is something, and again, I want to make it a point that this is not just additional content. This is not Kingdom Hearts 3 Final Mix. This is an entire expansion to the game. It's way more than just like adding a couple fights or whatever. This is like, I feel like there's gonna be a lot in this, so
they didn't actually show they have, I don't know, I feel like they've like intentionally not shown any of Sora's base combat, because I'm wondering if they're gonna add combo modifiers or combo finishers.
That'd be nice. Oh my god.
Right.
But anyways, guys, thank you for checking it out. I hope you guys are excited, like I said, and we'll see you next time something comes up. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. See ya.